G'day guys and gal. A little while ago, I made a video going over a really shitty situation from Remembrancer, aka Andrew, a fellow Warhammer lore YouTuber, and you guys really got behind it. As a bit of a lore recap, the Remembrancer has been making Warhammer 40k lore videos for years now, and is a staple in the community. Dude just loves 40k lore. He doesn't do sponsorships, merchandise, or anything like that. He's just content to live off some ad revenue and a modest Patreon, unlike myself who loves money a lot. If we were orcs, I would be from the Bad Moons clan, and the Remembrancer would be from the Goths clan. Now I respect the shit out of that, however it did leave him vulnerable when YouTube decided to use an AI moderation tool to accuse the Remembrancer of being AI and then demonetizing his entire channel during the Christmas period. Overnight his income had been slashed by up to 80 to 90%. Merry Christmas I suppose. All attempts to appeal the decision were rejected by YouTube, with one email from YouTube calling him Little Andrew, which is, yeah, wow. When I say the Remembrancer is the least controversial creator in the Warhammer community, it's not an exaggeration. Dude just wants to make lore vids. So for them to go this hard on him, it almost seems vindictive, which is wild. Going after the Remembrancer when there are dozens of shitty lore AI slop channels that are doing way more damage to the community's collective knowledge of the lore than even pre-educated me Majorkill ever could is obscene. Trust me when I say this, because I've looked into it, Warhammer is too complicated for AI. It shits itself trying to comprehend it and will hallucinate its fucking balls off. This is where that video left off, and I did want to say a massive thank you to the community for rallying around the Remembrancer. His Patreon revenue doubled and he got a whole host of new viewers to his page, so thank you guys. We have an awesome community here. But what is the latest update? Did he get his channel remonetized? The good news is yes. After a lot of pushing and battling, YouTube finally relented and gave him his monetization back and re-entered him into the YouTube Partner Program. Now while this has meant that Andrew hasn't had to dive too deep into his savings to stay afloat and support his family, it's not all good news. For the month of December, which is often a YouTuber's highest grossing ad revenue month due to increased spend by advertisers over the Christmas Boxing Day period, Andrew did not get to see any of that money. Thousands of dollars gone. He was also not uploading content during the demonetization period, as that would be hours of work that would have been wasted and done for free, so even upon him being remonetized in Jan, there wasn't much content there, so his earnings would have been significantly lower than what they should have been otherwise. So basically that's 2 months of significantly reduced income. Imagine if you're at work and your boss comes up to you and says, "Sorry mate, no pay for the next 2 months, best of luck." How much would that fuck your shit up? For most people I'd say a fair bit. So I came up with an idea. What if, using my resources with Major Minis, I contacted the Remembrancer and we collaborated on a miniature together, then split the profit 50-50. I would supply the model, the manufacturing and fulfillment and sort out all the logistics. The Remembrancer would choose the model that we would create, as well as help out with the marketing. So I'm happy to present the first Major Mini and Remembrancer collaborative mini, the Iron Morlock. Now in true Remembrancer fashion, he did not choose a mini to represent himself or his avatar. He chose a mini based on a character that he personally loved, but doesn't often get much attention or love from the community. He told me he felt as if his channel's purpose, in large parts, was to shine a light on the more hidden parts of the lore, even if it meant getting less views. So to Andrew, this was a natural extension of that. And to be honest, the model turned out to be one of the best in the entire range. This dude is fucking sick. 2 head variants, a custom base, and 99% iron girth. Now this isn't a case where the back end costs are like 90% and Andrew only gets a pitiful amount per sale. I've optimized the shit out of this, and trust me, for every Iron Morlock sold, Andrew is getting paid. I thought this would be an incredible way to support Andrew and help him not only recover from the income he had lost, but also succeed it, while also giving you guys something tangible to keep, rather than just the classic GoFundMe or donation style. Now the model will only be available till the start of March, so it is a limited edition model and it comes to about $25 USD, so we have managed to keep the price tag low. I do understand that he probably won't fit into most people's armies. I mean, he'll 100% fit into one army. However, I personally love occasionally buying a mini that has nothing to do with my army as a way to test a new paint style I've wanted to try, or break up my usual painting color scheme to keep things interesting, or you can get creative and integrate them into your army anyways. Whatever you do, I'm keen to see what people come up with. Link to get the Iron Morlock and support the Remembrancer is below. Now the Remembrancer and I weren't in contact or even really friends prior to this all going down, so you may be wondering why I jumped in to try support what is effectively a stranger. After all, there is a lot of effort that goes into producing a mini on such a fast timetable. That is because I like to do what I think is right and fair, and I feel like with my resources and platform, there are things I can actually do to help people. The Remembrancer's channel got nuked not because people moved on or got sick of his content or he stopped uploading or he said something retarded. It got nuked because some bullshit AI nonsense that I've been warning about for a long time. I'd also like to think that if or when I get into situations like this in my life, where a bad roll of the dice ends up putting me in a shit spot, there would be people with the means that could help me get back on my feet. Be the change you want to see in the world, and genuinely ask yourself, if everyone in the world was more like me, would the world be better or worse? That is what I ask myself regularly when I question if I am trying to be a good person. I am also aware of other lore content creators who have been smashed this year. Grimdark Narrator got his entire channel taken down due to mass copyright strikes. A Vox in the Void also got demonetized for the same AI nonsense stuff that happened to the Remembrancer. However, as much as I would like to make a video about each issue and create a profit-sharing collaborative mini to help everyone, I'm already overloaded. I work 80-hour weeks and I'm just one person. So I can only do what I can do, and hopefully others in the community with resources can also step up when they need to. I'll leave the video on this. I've noticed that when this bullshit happens, it's always the creators people try shit on and claim are ruining the hobby that really stand up and help out. Creators like Chapter Master Valrak. Whereas the creators who claim to be lore purists who are trying to save the hobby won't even lift a fucking finger. Really puts the whole thing into perspective. The Iron Morlock, guys and gal, until the end of Feb, get a sick mini, support a worthy creator, and if you're feeling cheeky, maybe check a few extra major minis in that order. After all, it's free shipping if you buy enough. Peace.